How are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel, Easy Peasy Vocab. Today we are going to learn about articles and types. First, let's take a look at what an article is. Words that identify a noun as being specific or non-specific are called articles. Do you know that articles are a special category of adjectives? So they're called as article adjectives. Isn't it interesting? There are two types of articles, definite and indefinite. We are also going to talk about zero article in the later part of this video. First, let's take a look at what is a definite article. The is called the definite article. Definite article the always precedes a noun. So what does precedes means? To come before. The always comes before a noun and refers to a specific person or thing. It names someone or something specific. So in the visual, what do you see? You can see a few animals going on a bus, right? The pig and his friends went on a bus to the zoo. So how many pigs do you see on the bus? You can see only one, right? There is only one pig on the bus, so the definite article the is used. So the sentence becomes the pig and his friends went on a bus to the zoo. Let's take a look at some more examples. In the first visual, you can see a bird. You can see a sparrow. The sparrow is a common bird. We are talking about that particular bird, that particular sparrow. So we are saying the sparrow is a common bird. In the second image, what do you see? You see William Shakespeare. He writes plays, and a person who writes plays is called a playwright. William Shakespeare is the most famous English playwright. We used the definite article the because we are talking about William Shakespeare in specific. In the third visual, you can see the elephant had a long trunk. You can see an elephant, right? The elephant. Why did we use the elephant? Because we are talking about that particular elephant in specific. The second type is indefinite articles. A and an are the indefinite articles. They do not indicate anyone or anything in specific and refers to any one item of a group. A is used before words that start with a consonant sound. But there is an exception. The letter U sounding like U, as in a university, we say a university. We don't say an university. Similarly, what about the sound of A in an umbrella? We say an umbrella. We don't say a umbrella. Okay? An is used before words that start with a vowel sound. A, E, I, O and A. I don't want to say U there because for the U sound, we get the article A, and for the sound, you get the article an. An is also used for silent H, as in our or honor. We don't say our. We don't say honor. That is wrong. We say our honor. So, we have to use the article an. We say an hour. I'll be back in an hour. An honor. It's an honor to be here. Got it? In the first picture, you see a giraffe. This animal is a giraffe. So this particular animal is one of many members of a group of animals called giraffe. So we say a giraffe. In the second image, what do you see? You see a little girl giving an apple to her teacher. Ira gave an apple to her teacher. Why did we use an? Because apple has a vowel sound, right? It starts with a vowel sound. In the third visual, what do you see? You can see an omelette in a pan. Jim prepared a cheese omelette with an egg. A cheese, because cheese has a consonant sound, starting of the cheese has a consonant sound, we used a cheese. But for egg, you have an vowel sound, right? So we say an egg. We don't say a egg, we say an egg. An article before an adjective. This looks interesting. Let's see what is it. In the first picture, you can see an apple, right? It is an article plus a noun. Because apple has the word starts with a vowel sound, we say an apple. But what about that apple in the second picture? It is rotten, right? So we say a rotten apple. Here, a is an article, rotten is an adjective. As rotten is describing the apple, it is an adjective. And apple is a noun. Remember, if a noun is preceded by one or more descriptive adjectives, the article goes before the adjective. Can you tell me one thing? Can you add an adjective to the first apple in the first picture? Yes, you got it. We can say a fresh apple. Fresh is an adjective as it is describing the apple. So it becomes an article before an adjective. So, a fresh apple, a rotten apple. Got it? There are certain rules that we need to follow while using the articles or while identifying the articles. So, let's see what are the rules. Rule 1. When a noun is used for the first time, use indefinite articles a or an. A is used when the noun starts with a consonant sound. An is used when the noun starts with a vowel sound. The second time you use the same noun in the same paragraph, use definite article the. Let's take a look at the examples. Then you can understand it clearly. In the first visual, what do you see? You see a few minions in a movie theater, right? In the second image, what do you see? You can see a panda. So they are here for watching a panda movie. So the minions are telling us, we saw a movie last night. Here, movie is the noun and they're telling about the movie for the first time. So they said, we saw a movie last night. But then, they have already introduced the noun to us. So now, they can use the definite article the because they are referring to that particular specific movie. So they can say the movie was entertaining. So as the noun has been introduced already with an indefinite article, the second sentence, they use the definite article the because it became specific and it will let the listener know what the speaker is talking about. So the minion said, we saw a movie last night. The movie was entertaining. Rule 2. Definite article the is used for the nouns that cannot be counted. Can you count water? Can you count sugar? Can you count salt? Or can you count milk? No, right? So they are called uncountable nouns. So in the picture you can see water, right? So the water in the Pacific Ocean is freezing. We use the water because water is an uncountable noun. And why did we use the before Pacific Ocean? Pacific Ocean is the geographical noun. It is you are specifying or you're giving the name of the ocean, right? So it's more specific. So we have used the definite article the before Pacific Ocean. Rule 3. The is used for things that are only one kind in the universe. That means they are unique. What do you see in the picture? sun, moon, right? We say the sun and the moon, the stars, the sky. We don't use indefinite articles there. The sun and the moon shine bright in the sky. Now we have come to a very interesting type called the zero article or omission of the article. So we also need to know where we should not use an article. Certain nouns can be used without an article as the article is already implied. We don't use an article there. Words for languages like French, Spanish, English, we don't use an article before them. Words for languages, nationalities, days, months, sports, and academic subjects do not require articles, especially when they refer to general or abstract ideas. Let's see some examples. Let's go out for dinner tonight. We don't say, let's go out for the dinner tonight. We don't use the there. We don't use an article. Let's go out for dinner tonight. Similarly, Kim studied French in middle school for 3 years. We don't say, Kim studied the French. You don't use an article before languages. I like to play baseball. My sister was always good at math. We don't say always good at the math. There is no article there. So, article is omitted. Omission of article or zero article. I go to school by bus. We don't say I go to the school by bus. Article is already implied there. We don't use an article there. So we say I go to school by bus. Guided practice. Let's do it together. Write a, an or the in the blanks. Put an X if it is a zero article. Let's look at the first sentence. Did you find dash old picture of your mother? So what would come there? Did you find an old picture of your mother? Why? Because old has the vowel sound. It starts with the vowel sound, right? So we say, did you find an old picture of your mother? The second one, would you like glass of juice? So what do you say? Would you like a glass of juice? We saw a movie yesterday. I have added something before the movie. Then what does that become? We saw an exciting movie yesterday. Because exciting has a vowel sound, we have to use an. We saw an exciting movie yesterday. I would like to buy new skirt for the party. So what would come there? I would like to buy a new skirt for the party. Do you use umbrella when it rains? So what should we use for an umbrella? We have to use an because a sound. A is a vowel sound. Do you use an umbrella when it rains? They usually meet on Tuesday. So which article comes here? Think. We have to put an X there because it is a zero article. We don't use articles before names of the days or months, right? So they usually meet on Tuesday. Let's look at the eighth one. The princess wore attractive dress for the ball. So what do you think? The princess wore an attractive dress for the ball. She arrived hour late. Hour, it starts with a vowel sound. So we have to use an. She arrived an hour late. He is University student. U is coming here, the vowel sound U. So which article comes? We have to use the indefinite article A. He is a university student. Yay! Kudos to you all for great learning of the articles. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment for more amazing videos.